Good news for Twins fans tonight. The Minnesota Twins are moving on in the postseason. It has been 21 years since they advanced in the postseason, and they did just that tonight, winning the wild card series against the Toronto Blue Jays to move on to the ALDS. Let's start in the bottom of the fourth inning. Twins Carlos Correa with the hit to center field, bringing in a run to put Minnesota on the board. They lead 1-0, and in that same inning, Will Castro is up to bat right here. Ground ball, we've got an out at second base, an out at first base, but Max Kepler touches home plate. Minnesota is up 2-0, and that is the final score. The Twins are taking on Houston next.
Obviously, they got a great team, and so do we. So we're going out there with the mentality that we can compete against anybody. And when I look at our roster, everywhere you look, we're ready. And our bullpen, our starting rotation, our lineup is deep. So I feel really good about the team we have, and I feel confident going into Houston.
The Twins are heading to Houston to face the Astros, and that first game is on Saturday. Well, switching to the turf in college football, the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers have a tough opponent this weekend. They're hosting the #2 Michigan Wolverines. The Gophers are coming off a victory against the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns, getting the 35-24 win. Minnesota has defended their home turf so far, winning all 3 of their home games. But the Golden Gophers are hosting a tough, undefeated Wolverines team this weekend in a battle for the jug.
It's a very old jug. I don't really know the truth behind the backstory of the jug. So, whether it got left behind or, we took it or, but, it's a rivalry game, and I'm really excited to play in it.
The Gophers kick off against the Wolverines on Saturday night at 6:30. And the Iowa Hawkeyes are coming off a win too. They knocked off the Michigan State Spartans last weekend. The Hawks beat the Spartans 26-16, but Iowa starting quarterback Cade McNamara tore his ACL in the game and is done for the season. Deacon Hill will be the starter, and he is up for the challenge.
Being able to start playing with confidence. Obviously, I think any backup going into that role is a little nerve-wracking, but I felt, once I got my rhythm going, it was good. Started to trust my teammates, started to lean on all of us, each other, and so that was probably the biggest thing.
The Hawks kick off against Purdue at 2:30 on Saturday afternoon. And the Iowa State Cyclones are coming off a tough loss to a talented 14-ranked Oklahoma Sooners team last weekend. The Sooners won big, beating the Cyclones 50-20. Quarterback Rocco Becht had 188 yards and 2 touchdowns against Oklahoma. Head coach Matt Campbell says despite the loss last weekend, this team is moving in the right direction.
The first word is resilient. And the second word I would say is courageous. I think that the growth that has happened even in the course of the last 3 weeks has been, at least during my time, seeing a team grow as much as I've watched this team grow up. It's been really impressive.
The Cyclones face the TCU Horned Frogs on Saturday night at 7.